Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and having a nice weekend. This week's video is gonna be one that will require your help in the comments down below because I did another closet cleanup because I go through phases in which I completely hate my entire wardrobe, and I go and I kind of take everything out that I haven't worn in a while and that I am suspicious that I am going to wear in the future. And I picked out some of those pieces for you today here because I am quite unsure about these pieces. I had a full other pile of stuff that I decided to sell and some of the stuff that I decided to throw away, which is normally not always a big pile just because I feel like I always take care of the stuff that I have in my closet, but there were quite some that I decided to sell just because I think that my style has kind of like evolved a little bit and I'm not really feeling the vibe of the clothes anymore. However, some of the pieces that are here some of them are quite new that I probably have worn once and maybe even never, and some of them, I don't know, I just don't know if they suit my style as much anymore. So I decided to make kind of like this video where you guys can also help me and also just hear me out in my decision making when it comes regarding closet clean outs and pieces that I would like to keep and maybe pieces that I think it's better to get rid of. So what I thought is that I will try these pieces out for you guys and let's see a bit how they look on me right now. As I said, I haven't worn these pieces in a while, so I myself also have not seen them styled in a while, so I think it would also be good for me to make a decision then afterwards in rather to keep them or just to sell them or throw them away. But yeah, I would really appreciate it if you guys would also help me in the comments down below and let me know which of the pieces I should keep and which I should maybe try to sell or give to someone or just throw away. So let's start. Alright guys, this first piece is this dress. I combined it with this t-shirt because I think that was my initial logic when I bought this, is that I wanted to wear it with a t-shirt underneath. And I combine it now with this like white t-shirt that also has this like black writings in it. To be honest, I like the vibe of it and I still feel that it's a nice vibe. I just personally am not the hugest fan of this dress just because it feels a bit like a sack. And I have tried it before also to kind of like put a belt on, but then it just gets a little bit too much for my style. I would just have wanted it to be a little bit like of a kind of, I don't know, like it feels a bit more casual. And I'm generally not the type of person that likes to wear belts, so I am very picky with that. And as I said, like the top part, I find it to be very cute and I think that it could fit very well with a lot of t-shirts. But somehow it's just way too baggy and I feel like it gives no shape and just no flattering whatsoever. The length of it is also okay-ish. I don't know if I feel it, to be honest. So I am deciding, or I'm thinking of trying to sell this. Just because I feel like I'm not going to wear it, and as I said, I think the last time that I wore this it was probably like 3 or 4 years ago and I haven't worn it ever since, and I don't think that is gonna change. So do you agree? Alright guys, the second top is this pink one. This is actually a crocheted type of top from Zara. I got this, I think, probably 3 years ago, and this is completely unworn. I have the tag still on. I don't actually know the reason why. I think I know actually the reason why, and I think the reason is that this is a very see-through type of like top, as you can see, and I put now on like nipple covers, and I think that the reason why I have never worn this is because I don't know how to kind of like fix the issue, like the issue of the being see-through, because I feel that when I wear this with a top, everything is gonna be very visible, so the top is gonna be very visible, and then when I wear it with I don't know, one of these like kind of like nude bras and so on, then it just feels like not enough support, if you know what I mean. It's a bit of a pity because I really love this top, and it has this like very beautiful like flowery details and so on, and I find this to be very cute. but somehow I just don't think it's practical for me to keep it because, as I said, I have not worn it once, and I know that I'm a very lazy person and I don't like to think of solutions when it comes to clothes. I just like to get dressed, and it's a bit of a pity, but I think that I will have to try to sell this. As I said, it's completely new, never worn, it has still the tag on, but I think it needs to go. What do we think? Alright guys, the next piece is this shirt. I got this shirt I think probably like 5 years ago from ASOS, and to be honest, like I really like the vibe of it. It has a very nice like color, it's very vibrant, it has this very nice stripes in this like kind of like brownish golden color. To be honest, I actually really like the vibe of this shirt. It also has this like nice details on the back. Somehow it is just very gigantic, and I have the issue that I need to tuck kind of all of this left over inside my jeans, and when I do that it gets very bulky, and I never really liked the style of it, and I just don't know how else to fix this. I mean, you know, I've tried also these other methods that you see online of like tucking them under your bra and so on, but it's somehow, I feel like still a little bit too much, and I mean, you know, when I do this it doesn't look as bad, but you can see a lot of like messiness around it, and yeah, and you see here now in my jeans there is like a bulk of kind of like fabric that is being accumulated because it's just so big, and especially if I also want to wear this, for example, to the office for like a more casual like fit, I just don't know if this would ever, like all this fabric would ever fit in all my kind of like business casual trousers. So I don't know what to do. It's a bit of a pity because I really like the vibe of it. I feel that this is a very cool shirt, so let me know. I have the tendency to put this back because I really like it, but I don't know how to fix the issue. The next is this cardigan. This one I bought at Mango, I think maybe 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, so it's quite new. I also have never worn this, FYI. I don't know why. I think that like maybe one of the reasons is the fact this is a little bit of a cropped cardigan, and I have like the tendency when it gets like a little bit fresh outside, so either in fall or in the winter time, to not kind of leave without a second layer underneath, and then when you wear a second layer it doesn't look very cool when that second layer is then visible. So I think that was like kind of the reason why I never wore this, but other than that I really like it. And I feel like green is a color that suits me generally very well. It is a little bit itchy now that I'm putting this on without anything underneath. It's a little bit itchy, so I don't know if I should keep this and maybe test it for another like winter season and see if this will get worn, or if I should just already sell it because it's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, it's a bit of a pity because it also has this very beautiful like kind of like buttons and this very beautiful like texture. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know. I kind of like really like it. I like the shape of it, and especially like the oval cut here at the bottom is really cool. I think I'm gonna put this back. I think I'm gonna put this back just because I feel like it's a very nice one, and I think that I could even wear this to the office now that I am thinking, because I don't think that it's like one of these green colors that is very flashy, that it could still be worn at the office. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give this a try, and if I don't feel comfortable when I wear it, I'm gonna sell it immediately. Guys, the next item is another shirt. This time is this black shirt. I got this on Mango Outlet, I think. Probably also last year, I think, like in the summertime. I actually really love this shirt because it has such a nice and heavy material and it feels very full. The issue that I have is that this is a little bit too kind of like tight for me. As you can see, like I cannot really put my arms all the way up, and every time I close this button, I mean, even if I leave it like that, like you can still see this type of like creases that the shirt gets because it's a little bit too tight around the chest area. And if I even want to close this one, then it looks absolutely hideous, because there is just too much tension going on. Which is, yeah, I don't know why I did that, because I probably should not have bought this in the first place because it's a little bit too small for me. I think this is an extra S and I normally go for an S, just to have a bit of room, but somehow this is, I feel like, too small, and I don't think that this is going to work long term, which is, as I said, a bit of a pity. I've worn this I think twice at the office and I was not feeling absolutely comfortable just because it was already like a bit tight and I didn't have that freedom of movement. So I think I am going to sell this, unfortunately. Alright guys, next is this other white top, which to be honest is a very beautiful top. I find it very elegant. Somehow I don't know how to style this. I have an issue with styling this because it has this like kind of like fluffy bottom cut, which is, I don't know, difficult to style in my opinion. I don't know what to do with it, because if I wear it with a pair of very tight trousers, like black trousers, I don't like the look of it. I don't know why, it just does not really hit me. I'm wearing now with like blue jeans because I think the idea was also to wear this with more casual jeans, but somehow just the cut of it does not really satisfy me. I think it's just a little bit too wide, and then every time I move my arms up it does this, which is not attractive. So I think I'm gonna need to sell this, and I think I've gotten this like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, also at ASOS, and I think I've only worn it once to take some photos, and I have never worn it outside, or I have never worn it like to go somewhere, so I think it's like a pity to just keep it and not wear it. So I think I'm going to sell this one as well. What do you think? Right, we have another top, and this one is from Simple Retro. I actually got this for a collaboration, but it is, I feel like, a little bit too big and too baggy, and I think that for this top, like being too baggy just doesn't fit with the style of it. I think that it would have been much better if it would have been a little bit tighter. So I don't know, I just don't really feel the vibe of it on me. I think it's just really baggy and just like kind of like too flowy for this type of cut. It would have been otherwise very cute, I feel, because it also has this very nice embroidered detail, which you guys know that I love, but I feel like it's just not really working, and I have not worn it ever since, because I know that I don't like the fit of it. So I think I'm gonna sell this one. So we have 2 blazers, which I know is a surprise because you guys know that I love blazers, but this is a very old one. I think I got this from Zara, could be 5+ years ago, and to be honest, I love the color of it. I feel like it's a very nice businessy color, but I think I have outgrown this a little bit, and it's also very tight. I cannot really move my hands very freely, and that is something that I generally don't like anymore, because my idea is to keep stuff in my closet that I know that they are comfortable and that I can pick up anytime, and I don't need to worry about anything else. And I feel like with this jacket it's just a little bit too tight. Even when I kind of like button it up, it gets a little bit too tight around the waist. As you can see, when I do this, it has creases everywhere, showing that it's way too tight. and even when I leave it out and like open like that, as I said, I have not enough space in my arms. It's a pity because it's a very beautiful color, and it also has this very nice fabric, like very soft fabric, but I think that I'm not gonna wear it. As I said, I've had it in my closet now for the last four years, and I don't think I have worn it once. So I think it is time to kind of sell it or gift it to someone. For this other jacket, it was definitely, I think, a bad decision on my side. I actually got this or bought this last year at Zara. It's one of these like kind of like military type of jackets. To be honest, I don't know, it was a little bit of a trend going on last year, and I thought that I'm gonna buy one. I have not worn this once. It has still a tag on, and I feel like it doesn't really suit me. I don't know, the cut of it at the bottom is just a little bit weird. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that also like the pockets like come kind of like so low and right directly at the cut of the jacket. I don't know, there are these small details that then like annoy me, and I cannot make myself like it anymore. When I leave it like open, it's okay-ish, but it still does not really convince me. It has very nice buttons, actually. I like them, but then again, when I focus too much on them, they also get a bit too much and just too out of place for me. There are many things that I don't like about this jacket, and I think that like just generally the vibe of it does not really suit me, and I think it was a mistake to buy it in the first place. But I don't know, I think that it doesn't make sense for me to keep it and to see if I'm gonna change my mind. Because I feel like there are, I don't know if I can, kind of, I don't know. Let me know what you think. As I said, it's a bit of a pity because it's brand new, not worn once, and that annoys me because this is the way that I used to spend my money. I'm doing much better, but right now I don't know if I feel this anymore. What do we think? This other piece is a vest. This is kind of like one of these very famous H&M vests that were very in, I would say, last year. I actually got this, as I said, at H&M. I absolutely love the color of it, and I love the material of it. The color is an absolutely beautiful, kind of like very light brown, and the material is not itchy at all, and it's just very, very nice. The issue that I have with this is right here. It is shorter at the front and longer at the back, and I don't like that. I don't find that at all aesthetic. And the issue that I have, the second issue that I have, is that this is also way too big. And I mean, it makes sense for a vest to be oversized, but I feel like this is just way too long, which is a general problem that I used to have with buying stuff from H&M. They are generally very, very long. And I think this is a size S, so not even as oversized for my body type. And whenever I need to tuck it in, it just does not work. It's just way too much fabric, and it gets very bulky. And yeah, the reason why I bought it is because I wanted to wear this to the office with kind of like a shirt, showing the color of the shirt on top. But as I said, I cannot make this work because this is just not aesthetic, and secondly, even when I want to tuck it in, it just does not really work. This is also has been worn once, so that says a lot. And I think that I need to sell this because I don't think it's gonna work out. Right, guys, we're almost there. I think this is the almost last piece. I have two dresses that I am not sure what I should do. The first one is this yellow one. This is also a simple retro dress. I love it. It's very, very beautiful. It has this very beautiful like kind of like lilac details, kind of like lilac flowers. I like it, but I don't know if yellow is my color. I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really like suit me as much. The length of it is also not my favorite. Like it kind of like goes just below the knee. That is just not generally my vibe. I either want them to be long or rather short. And I don't know what I should do. I don't know, because this is, as I said, also a new one. I don't think I've worn this. I think I wanted to take this for my vacations, but then I decided not to, because there is something that does not attract me to this dress, and I don't know if it makes sense to keep it in my closet. What do we think? It's cute though. It's really cute, but I don't know. Help me. I don't know. Guys, last piece, we made it. It's this dress. This is also a simple retro dress, which I find to be absolutely adorable. It has the nicest, cutest colors ever. The only issue that I have with this dress is right here. It's this waist area that for me has just no definition. I would have wanted something like this, like a little bit tighter around here, and then this would have been the most perfect dress. But now that I am actually doing this with my hands, I'm thinking if I can fix this and kind of put like an elastic band around the waist to kind of like create this more flowy vibes. Just because I think that with that, this would be the absolute perfect dress. I think that I would really love it. The only issue that I have is that right now it's just way too wide, and it gives no definition, and it just gives kind of like very wide vibes right here, and I don't know if I like that. But other than that, this is just absolutely beautiful. As I said, it's also new, and I think the only reason why I have not worn it is because of this issue right here. But as I said, I think I might be able to tweak this a little bit and to create kind of like this more, I don't know, a bit of more like tight vibes around the waist. I think I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna try to sell it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know, as I said, in the comments down below what I should do regarding some of these pieces. For some of them, I think I'm happy that I put them back. For some of them, I'm happy that I decided to sell them, but there are some that I'm still very undecisive, so I would really appreciate your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know if I should do more of these in the future. I do quite some closet clean outs throughout the year just because I get very sick and tired of stuff that I don't wear. So let me know if I should do this again in the future. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next week with another video. Bye!